Still didn't work. I don't know what's going on with that stupid garbage. I don't know. I can't get it to like transition from the intro to this. So whatever. It is what. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Earl Walker, happy birthday, buddy. Today is Earl's 68th birthday.
Congrats.
Yeah. Only one more birthday, 365 more days until the best birthday. So, good times.
I'm not touching that with the 10-foot pole.
No, I wouldn't either. I've seen Earl. Good times. Just messing with you, Earl. All right. Well, hey, everybody, welcome. It's episode 85 of Making It Up as We Go. And we're here. And good times. All right. So thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next week. No. Oh, well, what have you guys been doing? Paul, what have you been up to this week?
Not a whole lot. I played around with my 3D printer a little bit. My grandson and his girlfriend are really into Warhammer 40K.
Oh, cool.
Medallions
Oh, nice.
that I found on Maker World.
Okay.
That's about all I did.
Hold one of those back up. Oops. Oh, you did these on the bamboo.
Yeah,
Dual color.
yeah,
Those are awesome.
Sweet.
yeah. They came out pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, they turned out great. They're gonna love that.
Yeah, yeah. They're really. I've never seen that game, but they're really into it.
Yeah, I haven't played it either. But
I love the characters.
they do have a big following, that's for sure.
They do, and there's a lot of stuff online that you can print on Maker World and things and Thingiverse, and it's just amazing stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
Print a few of their tanks. They print pretty good too.
Yeah.
They designed them right.
Yeah.
Very good. Awesome. Well, Mr. Sean, what have you been up to?
I just forgot.
All right.
Playing with trains. Actually, we had a week of negative degrees, and it was just miserable. So I didn't come out to the shop too much. Today's catch-up day, and I'm all caught up. It's pretty good. Cutting modules and hanging out with kids.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it seems like we're hitting a little bit of a break in the weather around here too.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's been miserable. Absolutely miserable. Well, good deal. Well, you guys were both on over at Russ Clarity's channel.
Yep.
Hanging out over there. You guys had a good time?
Yes. Good people, fun people.
I'm over there every week before I come over here.
Yeah.
That's right. Good times. Very good times.
Definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, if anybody's over checking us out from over there, we appreciate it, and thanks for joining us. So
Al's out there.
Yeah.
Al Forte, Kilroy's, Odessa Woodworking, and
oh yeah.
Yeah, I glued my fingers together too. So
nice. For me, well, it's kind of more of the same. I really can't talk about it yet. I'm using all my machines, like more than ever, and I've done some video and stuff, but I can't put it out yet. So, but in the next couple of weeks, it'll be we'll have some reveals and stuff like that. So it'll I hope everybody thinks it's as cool as I do. So when I do show it out, even though it's kind of
you're gonna have a show special.
Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. They're all special, Paul.
That's true. Because the three of us are on here.
Exactly.
We're so special.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Young Paul this week isn't with us because he's on a boat doing Star Trek stuff.
Isn't it Star Wars?
No, Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Well, maybe the Force be with him.
Yes. Deep Space Nine. Battlestar Galactica. You know, all that.
It's even better. Babylon 5. Oh, you
It's all sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Yeah. So,
No, we got talking about old sci-fi. Yeah, old school, good stuff.
Yeah.
Old kind of stuff.
heck yeah.
Not the remake.
You know, there's a really cool restaurant in Disney. It's in Hollywood Studios, and it's like a 50s diner. Or, well, no, it's not a 50s diner. It's like a 50s drive-in movie theater. So you when you go inside, you kind of walk by like a set. So you're looking at like 2x4s and stuff. And then once you get into the area, it looks like it's a drive-in movie theater. And so they have a giant screen up and like they have a bunch of cars in the middle that you sit in and eat your meal and stuff like that. And then all they do is they play like, you know, the black and white 50s movies and stuff. But it's pretty sweet. It was a lot of fun.
Restaurant?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. My son didn't like it because it was he doesn't really like loud noises. So having the movies on with the really, really bad alien looking things and stuff like that. He wasn't.
Back then, that was high tech.
Yeah, it was. Heck yeah. It's like, man, this is awesome, but whatever. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Well, let's before we get into the videos and stuff for this week, wanted to bring up something. I have a link in the description here to the video. We've talked about him before, Tom Grossi. He's got a really big channel here on YouTube. He's a sports guy, mainly Green Bay Packers fan, but he covers like the NFL and stuff like that. He's doing since 5:00 last Sunday. He's been doing a continuous stream. So he's been streaming for over 6 days at this point. 6 days and 4 hours, to be exact. And his goal is to raise $1 million for the Children of Fallen Patriots. It's a charity that no matter if somebody died in combat, if they died on training, if they died by suicide, whatever, this charity is helping get their kids to college. And they have on the what's that site? There's a like charity finder site that's out there. They've got like 100% score, and which evidently is very difficult to do. And 98% of all the funds that go to them go directly to the kids. The other 2% it's two parts of the board or something like that, but the board like pays it back to the charity. So it's a really cool charity. Like I said, he's been going continuously for over 6 days. I was watching a little bit earlier, and they have about less than 200,000 left to go to get there.
Wow,
it's pretty awesome. Was it earlier today? Probably I didn't get to see it, but they had actually a piece of the Berlin Wall that they were auctioning off.
Cool.
That somebody had donated to them for it, and so it was a pretty awesome. He's done some funny stuff along the way. There was he does this show during the season, called Scripted, and it's what if the NFL was scripted? So he plays all the parts of everybody. So all the teams and the script writer, the referees, stuff like that. It's pretty funny. And um, anyway, so he for the Washington football team, he is this character called Wildflower, who's like a hippie. And so for like between $500,000 and $600,000, he had to stay in character uh, throughout that, and he did for most of it. Even through a news interview for somebody out in like Wisconsin that was interviewing him for the news, he was trying to do it in character. It was pretty funny. He did a hot ones thing where he ate all the hot wings. He even did a darkness retreat for a little while, which is pretty funny. So he's been doing a lot of stuff during the way, and just talking to people as he goes. So definitely check it out and donate there. You can either donate through like the super chat and YouTube. And when you do it through the YouTube one, because it's going to a charity, they don't take any of those funds. And there's also a link in the description to his video directly to Children of um, Fallen Patriots, and you can go directly to them and donate there too. Either way, so go check him out, and he's going to be going probably another day or two, I'm guessing. So and once he hits 900,000, he's not sleeping until he reaches the million. So
Wow, that's gonna be hard.
yeah,
Yep.
so they just hit 800,000 like 15 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago or something like that. So um, they're doing a great job raising a bunch of money for these folks. So definitely go check them out. Uh, let's see here. All right, well, let's get moving here and start yakking about some of these videos and stuff that we've been watching this week. And let's see here. We got to go here. Let's get us all situated here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It worked right away.
Looks good.
It's almost like we've done this a time or two. That's all right. Screw it up anyway. So, let's see here. Jerry's got a question here. What do you think about Papa's workshop using two holler core interior doors for his tabletop of his new Jimitsu CNC 4x4? I didn't see that part of it of his stuff. I'll have to look at that. I don't know how I feel about it. It should be fine.
Yeah, in my
Yeah,
opinion, because you're relying on the machine for the rigidity. The only thing I could see is it being a little louder. But if it works,
yeah. They um, did he just put out a new video on that, Jerry, or is that because we were going to talk about his other video that he had put out, which was the one about doing the 3D printed router mount.
Yeah, I think he just put out a new video in the last day or so.
Okay, that might be it, and I just hadn't seen it yet. But I'll have to check that out. It's interesting. I mean, hollow core doors aren't really known for their strength, but neither are IKEA stuff, and it's all cardboard on the inside too. So, and it gets pretty stiff. Oh, dog alarm! Dog alarm! So we'll have to check that out, Jerry. Thanks for the info on it. All right, let's see here. So this is Andy Hout Creations. Uh, Pretty cool video. It's a good video. It shot very well, and I really love this bench that he's keeps showing underneath of this clock. Like, I really want that. I'm sure it's a video that he's done in the past, but I have to go back and find it and watch it. But in this one, he 3D prints all these parts and then makes a clock out of it. And I think it's kind of cool because the clock shines through the 3D print with the LEDs and stuff. And
It's a nice job. And it's military. It's military time.
yeah, he has it in military time. I like how he's reading Woman's World. Yeah. But it's a pretty cool video, and he gives you all the files and stuff like that for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to build one, you could. It seems like there's a lot of soldering. So if you're not good at soldering, you will be by the time that you're done. So it's a pretty well thought out thing, though. I mean, I don't think you could make it worthwhile to sell it, but just making one for yourself, you could.
That'd be a great exercise.
Yeah.
Does that run off an Arduino? Does it or?
Yeah, I think he did have it off of an Arduino, if I'm remembering correctly.
Let's see here.
Yeah, there's a little breadboard there. There it is.
One of those nanos.
I got right there.
Yeah, look how tight everything is. It's pretty wild. He did a good job on it.
Looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, the wire management's ridiculous. Yeah, there it is when you just see it without the diffuser. But yeah, once he puts it all together and everything, it turns out pretty sweet. I like how it's just that flat edge on it, or flat face. There's no definition for the numbers. So, his camera rig's pretty sweet.
That's what I was just checking out. It's like that'd be fun to do.
Yeah, yeah. I like how he shows that shot of it operating, and then he actually shows the shot from the camera.
So smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, the video is shot very, very well.
Yeah,
I really like it, and then he shows you how to changing the colors to different stuff or whatever. I mean, it's purely a clock. Like, it's not an alarm clock or anything else like that. It's purely a clock. Pretty cool setup, though. It would look good on a desk or something.
That it would. It's clean. I mean, it's extremely clean.
Yeah, there you go.
I love this how he shows you each one is numbered, so it's not like an RGB; it's actually programmable.
Yeah. So.
He gives you all of that stuff. That is so cool. I want to go back to that rig. It's just.
Yeah, there it is. Snapping photos.
Yeah, he's
taking a time lapse of a time lapse.
It's so cool how it moves, takes the shot, it stops, then it moves again, takes a shot.
Yeah.
It gives it that nice, clean fluid.
Yeah, I like how, it's got multiple motors on that thing. I'll have to go back and look and see if he did a video on that, building that thing, because that'd be pretty sweet. Those linear rails that he's using on it aren't all that expensive. So yeah, it's a pretty cool setup.
Almost looks like it's homemade, kind of. Looking at the box.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
If you can do this clock, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move on then. His room, the area that he's working in, is insanely too clean. So it's making me a little anxious. He needs to throw some dirt on the ground or something. But Functional Print Friday. Last week he was working on this mount for the it's like a repeater for internet stuff. I guess he's trying to get internet out to his barn, and so he had to make some better mounts than what they came with. But he was having problems because so the that one that he's got there in his hand is it's PLA, and then that white part is the TPU for AMS. Uh, so from Bamboo, and it was just shattering. The TPU part was just breaking without even pushing on it, really. And
Well,
so he was doing some testing this week on it, and I thought that TPU for AMS would be decent, but it's kind of garbage from what it looks like. He's breaking it in half, and that's a little piece. It's not like it's
yeah,
a big piece that you can put a bunch of leverage on. Uh, so that's kind of disappointing. I don't even know why they sell it if it's not going to be anywhere near soft. But
unless it's just printed at a lower temperature than what it should be.
I
That's the
don't
only
know.
thing I can think of.
I mean, he even there was even thought of he was taking suggestions from the his comments, and a bunch of people thought that it was contamination between getting some PLA
Oh,
mixed in with it. But the testing that he shows and does, it shows that it's not. It definitely wasn't contamination. It's just a garbage filament. Um, but he even like changed the flushing volumes to 3 times as much as it's supposed that the MS tells you to. And it didn't make a difference. But the cool part I thought was at the end. He has this other mystery filament that he doesn't tell you what it is until the end. And I was thinking it was like a nylon, like Ninja Flex or something like that. But it wasn't. It was a flexible PLA.
oh yeah, that's the new stuff that's just come out.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, I like that. So I hadn't heard of the flexible PLA, so we're gonna have to get a roll of that and check it out.
Didn't somebody do one of those basketballs in that flexible?
I don't know. Probably. I would guess so.
I was thinking Uncle Jesse or somebody, but nah.
Let's see here. What's um,
Yeah.
let's see here. Is it possible to do all the 3D carving, VCAR engraving, and inlays that Vectric software does in Fusion? I've only tried Simple Pocket and 2D Contours path so far. Uh, I don't know. I don't use Fusion for doing my CNC stuff. I only use it for my 3D printing.
As far as coming up with the files, yes. As far as cutting, I'm not. I can't answer that one because I use other software for cutting.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do. I mean, I work a lot in Fusion. I do a lot of stuff for the 3D printers, stuff for the CNC router, and yeah, you can probably pull the DXS or DXF off and cut it on my laser.
Hmm.
So yeah, uh, Fusion is a very powerful tool.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure is. It sure is. Oh.
But you
But
just
yeah, so it's it was pretty interesting though at the end where he shows you the flexible PLA. I thought it was pretty neat. And standard TPU was just bending over. It wasn't brittle at all. But pretty cool stuff.
so that's the flexible you did in black. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of everything though, he just um he reprints it out in PETG and calls it a day.
As one solid piece or one solid print.
Yeah,
Looks good.
yeah, yeah. It was a nice piece. So
See, that's what I'm loving about today, and just think of our kids in the future. I mean, we're sitting here manufacturing replacement parts or parts that you cannot find. I guess
yeah,
see trail. I mean, this is awesome. Good times. It's a good time to be.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Uh, all right. Well, we'll move on then. Big news from this week. So last week we were talking about the Centauri Carbon uh,
So,
coming out from Elegoo, and last Monday morning, Uncle Jesse had his live stream. I was watching it,
how many did
and
you order?
they revealed the price of this thing. This is I when the guy from Elegoo was unveiling the price, and he had a little sign up that had the stickers covering all the numbers, and he revealed the last one. It was a 9, and then he reveals the middle one, and it's another 9, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, he wouldn't be making this big of a deal if it was $4.99. So it's wow, $3.99 is a cheap price for this printer, and then he peels it off, and it's $2.99. I about lost it. I was like, what? That machine right there is going to kill the bed slinger.
Now you can get the one without the sides and the
Yeah,
glass for
yeah,
only.
for $200.
I remember paying way more for an Ender 3.
Yeah, I think I paid $189 for my Ender 3, my first Ender 3, and uh, yeah. So this machine is going to kill the bed slingers. I think because why would you buy a bed slinger if you can buy that if
Now,
it runs well?
the only question that I have is it going to actually stay at $299 or is it a pre?
They're saying Elegoo is saying that it's staying at $299. Yeah. So so this Williams Workshop, he bought his on that live stream, on Uncle
Oh,
Jesse's live
yeah,
stream.
it is?
Yeah, well, yeah. So and he got his already, but as you can see, the box was damaged, and you can see there on the side of the machine it's
Oh, bigger
dented.
than- oh, shit.
Yeah. So he made mention of like, oh, going to call Elegoo and get a side piece sent out. And I was sitting there thinking in my head, like, they already sent you the free printer, like, yeah, blah blah. And then he goes, "No, I bought this one." I was like, "Oh wow, yeah, definitely." I would call them and say, "Hey, I need another side piece." But yeah, so it was pretty awesome that he was able to get one. Um, I don't know if anybody else has gotten any from that yet.
No.
Uh,
Oh, I don't know nothing.
I don't know anything either. I as soon as I heard the $300 part, I was ready to buy one, and my wife was standing right next to me, and I was like, "Holy crap! This thing's only $300! Blah, 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 I'm gonna get one!" And my wife was just looking at me, giving me the old stink eye, and I was like, "I think I value my life a little bit more than I would value a Elegoo Centauri Carbon." So I think
Well,
I'll have to wait a little bit.
Now, how long do you think it's going to be before they come out with that with a
like an AMS or
an
something.
AMS for it? Yeah.
They said this year.
You already got the cutter and everything there and the poop chute. And
Yeah, yeah. Elegoo said it's going to be this year. Oh,
I think they're doing it right. They're not just rushing it out. They've been at it for a year now.
yeah, yeah. So, and it seems like it's a very, very good printer. Especially, I thought it was going to be a great value at like $4.99 or $3.99,
Mhm.
and then that they brought it out at $2.99. I was like, oh my goodness.
And it's faster than the X1. What is it? X1 Carbine? Carbine?
I don't know if it's faster. I
There's a guy that did a speed comparison between the two, and
yeah.
it was 30 minutes faster on the large press,
Oh wow.
even though they're supposed to be pretty much identical.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest part of it is once this one calibrates itself, it only does that like every so often
Yeah.
versus every time.
The the thing I thought was pretty cool about this thing is that you have two leveling options because the plate has a side A and a side B for PLA on side B, and then other high temperature stuff on side A.
I think you
And,
can do PLA on the other.
was that?
I think you can do PLA on both.
Yeah, you might be able to.
One's textured, one's smooth.
Yeah. So,
Can you tell I've been really
yeah. Joseph is asking if they have a decent AMS. They don't yet. It's coming. They're telling us that it's going to come out this year. So they'll do a pretty good job, I think. So
and what is it? Pre-orders now. If you get it now, it's like between now and June
yeah,
is when you
yeah,
might get
yeah, because they sold everything that they had out pretty quick.
it. Right now.
So it was pretty cool though. I mean, this guy he was one of the first ones to click buy it, getting through there. He had two of them in his cart, and then only decided to get one. But
There's a guy that he pretty much bought a whole print farm. He a dozen printers in one shot.
yeah, I saw that. That was pretty wild.
Perfect. I mean, you can't beat the price and
Yeah,
for what it does.
yeah, and for printing as good as they are, or what everybody's saying that they are, it seems like it's a good deal.
Well,
And he's got a good pup there.
Yeah,
Good shepherd.
I have the Neptune 4 Max. I love it. My resin printers are all Elegoo. Never had an issue. Well, my issue is that I created, but
Good times. Good times. All right. Is it Clipper or could you use Box Turtle? I think it is some sort of Clipper in it. And when you for the slicer, it's a reskinned version of Orca Slicer. So it's all they did was take it and put Elegoo colors on it and stuff like that. They didn't change anything, which is the right way to do it. Just don't mess with it. Just put it out. So that's what they've done.
I actually have a gripe because I downloaded the Elegoo, the slicer for it because I wanted to see what it was about.
Yeah.
And it's an Orca slicer. You can't miss it. I was able to put all my printers on it except for one.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm to the point where, you know what? I think that printer might go down the road. It's you wouldn't believe which one it is. The Bamboo A1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I can run all my printers except for one.
I wonder why they did that. I seem to think that was on purpose.
And I love the ease of having everything on one slicer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So well, you probably can pull it up, or if you copied all the settings from, the Centauri Carbon and put them into the Orca Slicer, you'd probably be fine that way
Well,
too.
it's there. I mean, the printer itself is there. You can do the bamboos, but you got to sneak your net it. So you literally have to pull the USB drive and put it back in.
Huh.
No networking.
Interesting.
It is what it's part of their bamboo stuff.
Oh yeah, Rob. It's Rob saying that pre-order in Australia at $6.99. Yeah, that was the other thing that people were saying about it, is that it's only in the U.S. is at $300. So everywhere else it's very expensive. So yeah, yep, yeah. If you want to come to the U.S., you're more than welcome to do it the proper way. Then you can get your printer cheap. So. Or you probably could buy one and ship it to, you could probably buy two and send them here to my house, and then I can just forward you one, and you'd probably still save money.
It worked.
That would be my guess. So,
Lordy.
yeah. All right. Well, let's move on then. Oh, Mr. Dave Clack. Clack did a good video this week for us. He made this key for a realtor, so that the realtor can have their people pose with it outside their house or whatever. But it was more a video on doing business with other businesses, and uh, so it was a good video talking about different ways that you can get in with other local people. Um, that's a cool piece that he's got there. So you he makes one for one person, other people are going to see it. They're going to want theirs too. And so even if you took a hit on one of them, you're going to make more than that back
Oh yeah,
on
more
the
deposits, awesome.
yeah.
This
I like
is
this binder clip trick hack, whatever you want to call it. I'm using them as clamps for the small, thinner stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So, but yeah, he lines them all up, uses the cutout of the letters and all that to put everything back in there.
perfect template.
Yeah, it's a great template. As long as you don't get glue on it.
Glue it together.
Yeah, just don't get glue on it on the rest of it, and you'll be all right. Oh,
Yeah, well done, Dave.
yeah, you guys ever do any work for other local businesses?
Not me.
Very, very few. I have, but very few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really haven't either. But this coming weekend we have the home show coming up, my local home show that I take my businesses to and all that good stuff. And uh, one thing that we've been talking about as the home show committee type stuff was like making the rows into streets and putting like street names up or something like that.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm hopefully going to take some time this week and make a planter and then put like a bucket, 5 gallon bucket with some cement in it. And I have a 4x4 post sitting in the garage. I'm going to make like a street sign to put like at my corner because I'm always in the one corner, and I'll put both of my business names on it and stuff like that as a here. You should just pay me to make a bunch of these for you next year.
You gonna have your car together?
Probably not. I'm looking at it constantly right now, but I haven't taken the time to mess with the rear end of it, just because I've been so involved with this other project that I literally have hundreds of hours into at this point. So, yeah,
Not as far as the dude.
yeah. So it may get back together in time. It may not. I don't know. It's really going to depend. I'm gonna assume no. It probably won't be there, but I'd like it to be. So,
That is a neat key he made, isn't it?
yeah,
Beautiful. It stands. I mean that stands out. That pops, especially with the gold trim around it.
yeah, yeah. It would do really well with if you had to CNC it, you could do it with PVC,
Yeah.
and
Oh
that would
yeah.
be really good. But
Not a laser. Not with
yeah,
PVC.
not with the laser, but
I can tell you that from experience.
a few less brain cells right there.
Don't bite me.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Oh, that's how I felt when the Never mind.
but good deal. Good deal. Good video. Definitely check that thing out, and especially if you want to start doing work with other businesses, he gives you some good ideas on how to go about it.
Definitely well worth a watch.
Yeah, yeah, yep. Dave's good people. So, All right, well, let's move on to the next one then. We got Macy. We show Macy once in a while. We especially when she was talking about this the haunted mansion that we brought up back in October.
She did a wonderful
Uh,
job.
Foles is the creator that made that mansion. Has now made a pretty cool like spring lamp, and it looks like a hot air balloon. So she's that's what she was making in this video is the hot air balloon. You don't need a multicolor printer to be able to do it. You can do it with single color, and still come up with multicolored stuff. How the balloons go together is pretty sweet, um, but it's a pretty neat setup there for them. I had some ideas on what I'd do with if I was making one. I don't know how much the file was. I didn't look that up, but it's a really nice, well-designed piece, and it.
No, I didn't catch this one. Is this her file?
No. It's from a guy named Foles or something like that. That is on Cults, I think. It's in her description of the video, but um, yeah, it's not a very expensive file either. All the ones that this guy's made has been pretty good. There it is, right there. Yeah. So, but yeah, she made like 3 of them. It's got like a little lamp that goes up into it and lights up really, really cute.
Bad thing is today I have a railroad on the brain and the mind, and the G scale. That'd be fun to print one of those out, and then because our club is at the mall,
Yeah. Hang it from
over, and then light it up.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, well, when it's lit up, like at the end of the video, when she shows that it's lit up, it kind of looks like the fire is in the bottom, like going up. Uh, it's pretty neat.
Let's see.
She just got a new space too.
That looks like it's going to be a nice space, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool setup on those. It'd be nice to print that thing out.
I'll tell you what. You know, talk about fire and balloons. If you ever ride on a hot air balloon, wear a hat.
Yeah.
Wear a hat.
Why is that?
Well, as you can tell, half my brain cells are so they're cooked. You know, when they blast the I forget what they call it, but the fire goes up and it heats up the air in the balloon. Well, it's extremely hot because it's a hell of a flame.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah,
and you're not even 5 feet away from the burner.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it gets a little warm on the head.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I jumped out of airplanes for a living for a while, and I don't think I would ever get into a hot air balloon. Yeah. That's one of those things I have no desire to do. That and bungee jumping. Nope. No, thank you.
God, I feel guilty or bad because I've done both.
Yeah, no, don't feel bad. That you go right at it.
Oh no, I'm not now. I'm good. Well, balloon would be fun again. Bungee jumping, no, I'm actually, you know what? When I get like Paul and start shrinking, stretch myself out.
Stretch you out a little bit, yeah.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Try it.
Not only that, but it'd pull some of that hair through your scalp, and you'd have hair again.
Yeah, inertia. Yeah, go head first, and it'll just.
See, it would suck it up your chin and out the top of your head.
Yeah.
Hopefully, get it out of my ears. Then falling down to my ears and my face.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, what's next?
Next one's Ventari. Good old Steve. Yeah.
Steve out there tonight? I haven't seen him.
No, I haven't seen him out there. Steve made a really cool paint rack.
Yeah.
He got a bunch of craft paint and stuff, and it came in a little box. And so he was showing how he designed this paint rack, and he's actually got the files on his Etsy store if you want to get them. He made two different styles. The sign kind of tilts them out towards you, and then one that is kind of like a box.
Straight up. Yeah.
Yeah,
For a desk.
yeah. But it's a good video, good walkthrough on everything.
What program is he using?
He
Sketch.
uses
That's
SketchUp.
SketchUp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the newer SketchUps. I use SketchUp a lot for my some design work, and but I can't export the stuff that you can with the new one. But I don't want to mess up and not be able to use the new stuff on my old program. So
Yeah, he's been using the Smorport a lot lately.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's using risers too. I see now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if he showed those. No. And while you're there looking for files for the paint models, I have a file for paint cans
Oh, there you go.
on Etsy. Yeah. So go to Steve first, get those files, then run over to my store.
Yep. Get the bigger ones.
Yeah. That way you have a set.
Yep. There you go.
Where's the finished one? There's the flat one.
Yeah.
Oh, he set it up for his airbrush.
Yeah, it turned out good. Box joints. All that good stuff. Not too shabby.
Oh,
Looks good. Nice and compact.
easy to see. You can see
Yeah.
your prints.
Yep. So good job, Steve. And if you're not aware that Steve and Clack do a Sunday night show on at 7:00 middle of the Earth time, 8:00 for real time. Um, you know, go check them out.
We're in the right time here.
They talk mainly about laser stuff, but they know bits about everything. So
Oh, they're well knowledgeable. I mean, look at the lasers they get to use, and
yeah,
check out all the fibers, CO2s, diodes. So yeah, their knowledge. Any questions for even myself?
yeah.
I bet you they have the answer.
They usually go for at least 2 hours.
Yeah,
So,
it's a good show.
yeah. So they'll both be at Workbench Con this coming weekend. So I'll be envious that I won't be able to be there.
Yeah, lucky bastards. I mean,
Yeah. You're at least half right. They're lucky.
no, they've earned it though. They've
Yeah.
earned it.
Yeah. So a bunch of people will be there. I know Hamilton will be there. Clack and Steve will be there. PWN routers and all that stuff, they'll be there. A bunch of other companies will be there and stuff like that. So I think Onefinity, a bunch of companies. It's a pretty cool little shindig from what it sounds like. It's more for the YouTuber people than public, but
Hey, if you're close, if I was close, I'd go.
man, I'm not all that close, and I still wanted to go.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to go to this stupid home show, I'd be there. I was talking to my brother-in-law about doing the show for me for Saturday so that I could go down there. But I felt really bad because I'd have to leave on Thursday. So he'd actually have to set my booth up and stuff like that too. And I was like on Friday. So I was like, I can't ask him to do that. If he wanted to go sit there and talk to people all day, he could. But I can't ask him to go set everything up and then go back another day and all that. But oh well.
You don't want your solar panels upside down on a roof?
I don't care about that. Then people will stop asking me to put them on, and then I could just do Christmas lights.
That's cool. Whoops, end of the video.
Yeah. So, but good video, Steve. Keep at it, buddy, and we're looking forward to the next one.
Yes.
He's wearing his "I like to make stuff" hoodie. So, good times. All right, moving on. We got Paw Paw's workshop. We talk about Mr. Paw Paw once in a while, and this week he was showing how he designed um, a router mount for his Jimitsu 4x4. I think I forget, I forget what size. Oh, it's for. I think it was for his DeWalt router. I think because the one that came with it, he had an extra DeWalt router. So walks through how he's using Tinkercad, and I haven't used Tinkercad, but looks pretty nice and easy to use. I think there was a couple improvements that he could have made to this design of the router mount itself, because he made it like it was a aluminum part, and I think you got to take other considerations into account when you're doing a 3D printed part, trying to do the same thing. I think it should have been more chunky. I think is the. I mean, not necessarily because it needs the strength, but because it of the way that you got to design it.
Did he have Did he have infill in that, or is that a solid part?
That right there is an aluminum part.
Oh, that right there is aluminum.
Yeah, that's the aluminum. That's the one that it came with.
Oh, okay.
So he was kind of mimicking that to make the one that would work for the DeWalt.
Now, if it was Dave Gatton, it'd be solid.
Yes, yes, it would.
Not break.
Yep. Dave makes infill where if you could do 105% infill, he would.
Yeah.
But it's solid.
Yep. Yeah. But it's a good video about. I like how he walks through the Tinkercad stuff and shows you how to use it.
Tinkercad is relatively easy to use.
Yeah.
They actually added a few more features on it too. So
Yeah.
you can sculpt now.
Yeah.
So my son uses it all the time. I mean, he was messing around on it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great starting point.
Awesome.
So you get all your basics from Tinkercad, and then you can move into Fusion, and you'll have a good concept of how it slowly falls together.
Right.
It'll knock your learning curve down quite a bit.
Huh. That's awesome.
It's free.
Yeah. So, yeah, like on this, like he's taken all the measurements off of that one. I think he should have. I think it should have been a little more chunky myself. Maybe for the Jinmitsu machine, it's not going to make a big difference, because of however fast you're going to drive that thing. But if you're making it for anything that would go a little bit faster, I think it would need to be redesigned a bit. So
It's still good. I admire him for building or making it.
yeah. I mean, it's a pretty powerful tool. I dig it. Very cool. It'd be interesting to see how it holds up. So he says he'll keep an eye on it, and use it and tell you if it works or not. So we'll see.
So he doesn't print it in this, does he? No, just the mock up of it.
Yeah, he shows the printed out one. There it is, right there. Or no, that's not it. I thought he showed the printed out one, but maybe not.
Oops.
So,
but for 3D modeling, Tinkercad's a great start.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. Very cool. Russ is out there, says Tinkercad's awesome. Use it a lot. Very cool. I'll have to play with it sometime. I'm still struggling with the veteran V card. I'm getting the hang of it a little bit.
You're getting a lot of practice with it.
I'm getting a lot of practice with it.
That's
A
good.
lot of practice with it. So I am. I have moved on past the trying to, or just exporting it as a DXF and throwing it into easel and doing whatever else I wanted to do in easel. So I have done that. So
Well, it's no different. I use Corral, and
yeah,
I'll build it up in Corral and bring it in sometimes.
yeah.
So yeah, it's all good with because Dave uses factory a lot.
Yeah, well, in Design Spark Mechanical.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Very cool. So anyway, all right. Well, moving on then. We got Cutting It Close. I've been seeing a bunch of ads for his stuff recently. They're selling inlay kits. But the thing this video is about a press for cutting the inlays.
Pressing the inlays together.
Inlay press. So he goes through his design process of making a couple different iterations of this thing. His goals were to make it out of one sheet of 12 by 24 plywood, I think it was, or 24 by 24, because that's like, I guess, what size a lot of people have in CNCs, according to him. And he didn't want any kind of hardware in it, and there was something else, but but anyway, he goes through a couple of different design iterations, shows you how what worked and what didn't. This first one here, you can see how it's bowing in the middle, so it's it's just not strong in that orientation. And then he put some extra little things on it to try to stiffen it up some, and then he went to this kind of more of a truss style. Pretty cool setup though.
Yeah. So he's incorporating the fab inside the two pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. So then you can knock it down when you're done using it, so it doesn't take up as much space. He made it so that you don't have to use any of the hardware, like screws or anything, to put it together. So the clamps just fit into those slots inside, and then you lock it all together and get clamping.
So literally, you can store it flat.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know who would break it all down though, like. Because you take it apart one time, I guarantee you're gonna lose one of those top little pieces, the little brace parts off the top.
Well, the good thing is you got that CNC to cut.
Yeah, you could always make more. So
it is pretty cool.
Yeah, it turned out pretty good.
Didn't he do one where it snapped? No. Okay, I thought he did one where part of it snapped up for the pressure.
The first one that he did, like he made an addition of some pieces that went onto the side of the grain of the plywood.
This one,
and once you still gave it a little bit more oomph to it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it still would pop because they're not tied together. They're just kind of sitting in there by friction. So.
Trial and error.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that thing flex. He was cranking on it. It was all coming off the ground. Look, yeah, see that side right over there?
Okay.
Yep, there it goes. And then it breaks. So, yeah. But yeah, pretty cool idea for it. I think he's selling kits or the file. I think it was the file.
For both.
Yeah. But pretty cool setup. So, anyway, good times. We got one more for this week.
Uh-oh.
Are now for something different. This is Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Evidently, Andrew used to have another channel that he then left. Got rid of it or whatever. So he's living at home. He's 28, and he's decided to mess around with his parents by putting Batman into the back of photos until they realized that he was doing it. And so he was chronologically or what's that word? Chronicling the epic picture making of him doing this to family photos. So that's the first one that he did. That's his mom. So he put Batman in the window.
It looks good.
And it's kind of really creepy looking. But it blended in there so nicely. And then he does one of their wedding where he puts Batman and Joker sitting at the table behind them. Yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll do this." Yeah,
It wasn't his dad found it first, and it was like another 3 or 4 days until his brother actually found it.
yeah. And he even he changed her license to one
That
from.
was the best. Oh, you gotta find that one. Oh, he
Yeah,
did an awesome job on it. I mean, too good.
Yeah, he really did.
There it is.
yeah.
Right down to the reflectives on it.
Yeah. He went all out on that thing. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I made it from 123 Arkham Avenue. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, he takes that. It would have been awesome if she would have gotten pulled over for like a speeding or something in the meantime. And he's like taking video of her walking around like day 2 or something like that. She's dusting the pictures that he's changed out, and she doesn't even notice.
It's a day tan.
Yeah. Yeah. But then once she sees it, he starts pointing them out all over the house that he'd done. Some of them are pretty funny. There's one like in during an office building or something like that, and he makes it look like Batman's flying into the window. Yeah, the graduation picture. He puts Batman in there with a graduation picture.
Oh, here she's right in front of him. Nope. No, was that it? She's dust. That was the funny part.
Yeah.
Literally dusting in front of the photos. Is that it? No.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to watch to see it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I was entertained by it. Yeah, there he's got Batman right in there. Yeah, Batman graduated. So,
He's pretty good with his editing software.
Oh, yeah. So with it, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I think he's saying it's like 2 hours.
He changed Grandma to Batman with no sleeves, and that's like his dad as a young kid. And so he put the Waynes in the background in the picture frame. That was awesome. Oh, that was great. Making Granny into Batman. Oh, it's so funny. Oh. Yeah. So it's pretty. He just started putting Batman in just directly in there. He's like, I'm being too stealth about it. Just need to throw it in there. Pretty cool.
Here's the
Pretty
window.
cool. Yeah. There it is. Too funny. So I think that's the one that his dad found first, like right away. So But yeah, it was pretty good. So anyway, go check that out thing and enjoy that. And
It's worth the watch.
yeah, it definitely is. So all
Yeah,
right.
that's the best.
Yeah. Yeah, the license was awesome. Uh, I I don't even know why he has a laminating machine like that. A card machine. I don't know. But whatever. Yeah. He was using wood Photoshop in that for all of it. So it was pretty good. Definitely a fun watch. So oh, but anyway, well, that's all I got tonight. Mr. Corliss, you got anything else for us tonight?
I had
All right, good deal. Thank you, sir.
Well, there we go. Wrong person.
Mr. Sean, what about you, sir?
Have a wonderful weekend. Wednesdays, late morning coffee with Klondike. You too.
There you go.
We're doing our last Tuesday show, and we're moving it to Friday.
Oh, good deal.
So, yeah. So it'll be Wednesdays and Fridays. Fridays will be trains and tech. That should be a challenge.
Yeah. What's your wife think of your new YouTube-ness?
She's awesome. She goes along with it.
That's good. Very good. Very
Yeah,
good.
it's fun.
All right. Well, for me, go pull up Tom Grassi's channel and go check out the give $1, give $5, whatever you can to children
Well
for
worth the
fallen
cost.
patriots, and help him get to $1 million so that he can stop streaming. He's supposed to go to the combine this week, and he's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can go to the combine because I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for.
Hey, Dave from the Clack Shack is out there.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he is.
Yep. There you
Welcome. You're welcome. Good times. But all right. Well, everybody have a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 30 or 35. Wow. That was a long time ago. That was 50 something of them ago.
Yeah.
So,
go.
yeah.
Doing good.
And we'll see you guys next weekend. I'll probably be very tired and probably not have much of a voice. So it's going to be pretty awesome. It's always the fun shows that are Ryan in peril. so, so until then, peace out, sauerkraut.
Nanu, nanu.